Hello, welcome back. In the last video, we talked about the old brain and the new brain that each human being has. So remember we talked about how this old brain and the new part of our brain combined can give us trouble at times. And I wonder if any of you were given a choice in the beginning of your life or before the beginning of your life, if this is what you want. If your answer is yes, please let me know because I may like that choice for my next life. So, similar to how our brain is shaped, we have other conditions in this difficult human life that's also not out of our choosing. For instance, the set of genes that we have, the temperament we were born with, the pair of parents, the family, the country, the time of the history that we were born into. We have no choice of all of these things. We didn't have a say about any of that. And then day one of our life, we were given, all right, this is your package. Go, good luck. So here we come to this life. And all of these conditions and circumstances that were not chosen by us, but were just given to us, have started to shape our lives and shaped what's going to be easier and what's going to be more difficult for us since day one of our life. So I invite you to look back in the very beginning, or imagine if you were there as who you are now, looking back as neutral as possible. Just look. It's the day one in your life. What were the difficult challenges that you were already thrown at? Some of the people may have gone through poverty, and some of the people may have gone through abuse in the family, and others may have gone through some genetic challenges in themselves or their parents or their family members. So think about this. How are these early life experiences going to shape this young child's life? Say, if a young child was born shyer as a natural temperament and was born into a family with a lot of family trauma or even physical, emotional abuse at home. And how is that going to affect this child's school life? How they socialize, how they build up their beliefs about themselves as an individual. And how is that also going to affect how they look for a job, how they find their place in the world, how likable they see they are, how worthy they see themselves are. So here we go. We have this initial package that were given to us. And then from there, this snowball rolls and rolls and rolls in a certain direction. And yes, there's a certain point when we are grown up enough that we could have done something to change that. However, the ball has already gone quite big. So unless there's something in your life at a certain point that was super helpful to help you to wake up, otherwise there's this momentum. And I believe each of our stories is different. That was just one example. And maybe others have been through, say, poverty. And how is that going to shape their lives? So the reason I'm pointing this out to you is I'm hoping that you will take a step back and really look at your life as if you are looking at the life of a person that's not you, or a person that you don't know. And just like neutrally looking at this. Wow, there were things that were not out of your choice, but they have been so powerfully shaping your life. Is there a space there that you can entertain the idea that not all of these things, not all of these circumstances that you find yourselves in and not like about, not all of that is your fault? Can we entertain the idea that maybe at least a good chunk of that is not my fault? So sometimes we confuse these two words. We confuse fault with responsibility. When we say it's my fault, we automatically link that with responsibility. So in a way, we kind of contaminate the word responsibility. So sometimes when I say I'm responsible for where I am, I'm responsible for like having this clutter issue. And sometimes when we say we are responsible, actually what we mean is that it's our fault. And we did something so wrong, so terribly wrong, that's why we end up like this. Okay. Can we tease apart and create some distinction between these two words? So can we recognize that I didn't choose a lot of these challenges. I didn't choose this set of genes that may have prone me to hoarding disorder. As some of you may know, that there is a strong genetic influence on these hoarding issues that a lot of people are suffering. Can we say that it's not my fault that I have that set of genes that actually prone me to this? How can this be your fault? You didn't choose that. But can we say that, yes, I recognize that that's not my fault, but I'm gonna take the responsibility to respond to it. Respond as helpfully as possible to this difficulty that I was put in by countless circumstances, causes, and conditions. that were not my choice. So I invite you to chew this a bit and to tease apart, what is it that's not your fault? And what else is it that is something that you can respond to in a helpful way? And that's what we mean by being responsible. I hope some of this may offer you some food for thought. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.